Justin's friend Dominic Barton resigned as our ambassador to China. And a number of people are saying, he did a great job, and it was just time. Well, Mark Warner is a lawyer, an international lawyer, based in Toronto, and he has another view. He joins me right now because you know, particularly the States, you deal a lot in the States, and you came up with a different perspective.
Well, I am a Canadian and American trade lawyer, so yeah. I do follow events in the U.S. a lot closely. I mean, Barton, Barton was, before he became ambassador, Canada's ambassador to China, he was basically the global managing director of McKinsey, which is a global consulting.
Huge company. It does a lot of work in China.
Does a lot of work in China. Advised them on on President Xi's famous Belt and Road initiative, some of their construction projects in the South China Sea.
Yep.
All these things that really get on the nerves of the Americans. But more importantly, I think for this one, it's also gotten into lots of trouble under Dominic Barton's tenure in South Africa and Saudi Arabia, sanctions busting accusations in Russia, bankruptcy fraud in the United States, and most recently, advising Purdue Pharma, who were the people behind OxyContin. And the House...
and he didn't recuse himself from business when he was ambassador. In fact, some people I remember asked him to, and he said, no, I don't have to do that.
Well, because these things aren't really transparent in Canada, he said he's cleared it with the ethics commissioner. So we don't know what he or she let him do. But his wife was also conflicted because she was like the China expert for...
Are you suggesting, Mark, that he had to leave because he had too many business problems or too many business interests?
I don't think so. I think it's time. I think he was the wrong person. If we're, the Americans are putting a lot of pressure on us. We did get Meng Wanzhou back to China and get the two Michaels back here.
Right.
My operating assumption's always been that the Americans said to Canada, okay, we'll get this done, but you're going to have to fall into line. And the interesting thing about the cleanup of the Meng Wanzhou story is there were two children of a wanted guy in China, one of whom worked for McKinsey while Barton was there. And the day after Meng Wanzhou and the two Michaels issue was settled, the McKinsey woman who was being held in China, she also came back to the United States. So Dominic Barton is just a very he looks like he's a patrician kind of guy, sharp suits, white hair, but
are you saying he's conflicted out?
No, I just think he gets into the corners. Is what I'm saying. Even though he looks like a skilled hockey player, but he's actually kind of a hockey player who gets the elbows up.
Well, but I mean, Gordie Howe did that. And he was terrific. So then, what you're saying, he really was a fabulous ambassador, was he?
I think it was too conflicted. I think the Chinese saw him as their guy in China, and I think the Americans saw him as their guy in China. And I think that given what's coming now, the decisions we have to make in terms of access of Huawei to the 5G network, and more importantly, there's a House of Representatives committee in the United States that's basically starting hearings into McKinsey's links to Purdue Pharma. It turns out that they were doing work for the FDA and for Purdue Pharma at the same time, and they will probably call him to be a witness.
Time to get out of Dodge. Mark Warner, thank you very much. 3 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for subscribing. Independent thought, that's what we need. So, some people say, though, 3 minutes is just perfect. I can sit on the toilet in the morning. I like it. However, others say, I'm busy to sit and watch. For that, we now have the podcast. So wherever you subscribe to podcasts, you can go through and just go to a podcast, Canadian Politics. There it is. The LeDrew, 3 minutes. You don't have to watch me. You can just hear me and hear the guests.